Welcome back to the third section of the OPT workshop. This section will focus on employment restrictions and types of employment you are allowed to accept while on OPT. Remember, after this presentation, there will be a quiz, so be ready to take some notes. Let's begin. Students are granted up to a maximum of 12 months of work authorization per higher degree level. This means if you completed OPT before in the United States with a bachelor's or master's degree, you no longer qualify for OPT. Any employment accepted while in OPT must be related to your program of study and level of study. For example, if you are an accounting major, you should not be flipping burgers at McDonald's. But if you are hired as an assistant accountant at a restaurant, that would work. If you ever have doubts, you can always ask me for advice. You are expected to work at least 20 hours per week. These hours can be paid or unpaid. Lastly, you are allowed to work anywhere in the United States. You are not bound to work in San Francisco. Let's examine the different types of employment you are eligible for while on OPT. Most students are probably going to be on the lookout for paid employment. Paid employment falls under multiple categories. The one most people think of is a job with a company or organization. However, there are different ways to be paid in the US. Paid internships. Some companies or organizations will have internships available for recent graduates. Multiple employers. Students may want to work for more than one employer. Just be sure that all of the employment you accept is related to your field of study. Work for hire. This is commonly referred to as 1099 or contractor employment. This type of employment describes a service based on a contractual agreement rather than an employment relationship. Generally speaking, you're providing a service for a company but not hired as an employee directly. Self-employed business owner. Students on OPT may start a business and be self-employed. In this situation, you are required to work full-time. You should be able to prove to the Department of Homeland Security that you have the proper business licenses and are actively engaged in a business related to your degree program. It is recommended that you seek legal counsel if you wish to start your own business. Employment through agency or consulting firm. You will need to provide proof that you have worked an average of at least 20 hours per week while employed through an agency. Multiple short-term employers. Musicians or other performing artists may work for multiple short-term employers, most commonly referred to as gigs. Students should maintain a list of all gigs, including dates and durations of the gigs. Students may work on a volunteer basis or as unpaid interns as long as the volunteer opportunity does not violate any U.S. labor laws. U.S. labor laws vary state by state. You can also check with the company's Human Resources Office or find more information about U.S. labor law under this video. You are probably asking yourself, how do I report my employment? The OIP has put together an online reporting form for you to electronically upload documents and update our office of changes in employment. You are required to report any employment changes within 10 business days. Once you submit your OPT reporting form, I will update your information in CVIS within a few business days. You are also required to continue updating your address and contact information using our online form. Both are linked below for your convenience. Both of these forms require that you sign in using your mail.ccsf.edu email address. All students who are approved for OPT must be aware that there is a 90-day unemployment rule. This is not 90 days to find a job. Once your OPT is approved, the start date on your card starts a clock. From that day, you are limited to 90 days of unemployment for the year you are authorized to work on OPT. This clock is cumulative. Let's take a look at an example. If your EAD has a start date of January 15th, 2018, and you don't start working until February 1st, 2018, you have used 18 days of unemployment. If you then lose that job on July 12th, 2018, and start a new job on September 10th, 2018, you have now used more days of unemployment, 58. You have used a total of 76 days. This is the total when we add together the first 18 days and the second 58 days. So what happens if you hit 90 days? You are considered to be in violation of your F1 status, and your SEVIS record is in danger of automatic termination. Future U.S. immigration benefits, such as change of status applications or legal permanent resident applications, can be negatively affected. It is your responsibility to be on top of your employment days and reporting your employment in a timely manner. If at any time you are nervous about your status, please contact me. This concludes the section on employment while on OPT. Next follows the quiz. Are you ready for the password? The password for the quiz is employment. An overview of the types of employment is available for download below this video. Good luck on the quiz.